Here we go with Keeper, Osgood Perkins' latest Cabin in the Woods film. Keeper is not that it's bad, it's that it's infuriatingly deliberately vague. It's a cinematic emperor with no clothes masquerading as deep unsettling art. Now let's be clear, okay? I just want to be very clear here that Tatiana Maslany, the only compelling thing on screen, she gives a masterclass in isolated paranoid terror. Her performance as Liz, the artist, whose new relationship insanity is unraveling at a remote cabin. It's visceral and it's captivating. It's a portrait of a woman who knows that she's in danger, but she can't articulate why. This is why the film is being called controversial, because Maslany delivers a rich, meaty performance to a script that is essentially a thin, moldy outline. Yes, that's what I said, moldy outline. Now, Perkins' directorial style, it's the slow, creeping dread, blah, 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 the unnerving sound design, the genuinely unsettling visual imagery, is undeniably moody, but mood is not a substitute for narrative cohesion. For over an hour of the runtime, nothing happens, beyond a series of increasingly bizarre but ultimately disconnected occurrences. The tension is built not on story, but on the audience's expectation that the mystery will pay off. It's so damn frustrating. Finally, when the mythological lore is dumped on the viewer, it's a tedious monologue near the end. It feels like, well, less like a satisfying reveal and more like the screenwriter's desperate attempt to justify the 90 minutes of vibes that came before it. That's why critics are split into two camps: those who praise the film for its dream logic and fairy tale nightmare quality, and those who rightly label it as nonsensical and tedious. Keeper confuses. It suggests that if you didn't get it, you must not be on the director's wavelength. This is the oldest, most infuriating defense of a flawed script. It's not my fault, it's your fault type of thing. Or scenario. What's up with that? The great reveal, a complex, centuries-old folk horror scenario involving family, a curse, and the relationship baggage. It's both too simple and too complex. It's an underwhelming, spelled-out conclusion that makes you wish the film just had stuck with the more potent, mundane horror of a woman realizing that her boyfriend is a total creep. But what happens? Instead, we just get this messy monster mash that undercuts its own psychological terror. Now listen, if you're a fan of elevated horror that prioritizes style over a coherent story, where a lack of answers is taken as a sign of genius, you'll adore the movie Keeper. For the rest of us, it's a frustrating, empty exercise in art house pretension. A beautiful, well-acted, and ultimately hollow horror film that proves that atmosphere is nothing without a backbone. It's Perkins' weakest film yet. I'm saying it, yes. Proving that a dark, unsettling vibe can't save a script that feels like a rough draft.